What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Ho-Kago Tea Time. Yes, indeed, how about that? Ho-Kago Tea Time making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bibbidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from SCL, and SCL wanted to see me react to this. It is Ho-Kago Tea Time with a tune called Go Go Maniac. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Ort. O-R-T, I am not even kidding, Ort. And the video has 6.2 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Go, go, Maniac. There it is. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay, I don't even know where to begin.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
The entire track sounds like it's sped up in two ways. It sounds like it's sped up musically. Like the entire track sounds like it's sped up. And then on top of that, it feels like the vocals have been sped up even double that speed. Like, you know, back in the 70s when they had the Chipmunks and they would just take, you know, a song and they would either speed the entire song up or they would just take the vocals and speed the vocals up. They would record the vocals at like, you know, regular speed, but they would, you know, have the individuals that were singing the parts sing at half the speed. And then they would speed it up to double the speed so the pitch would go up, but the actual delivery would be right on time rhythmically and tempo-wise. That's exactly what this sounds like. On top of it, the engineering is so treble. The highs are just through the roof. Everything sounds squeaky. This is hard to listen to. This, I don't say this lightly, and I don't say this very often, but this is actually physically painful to listen to. My ears are already ringing, and we're only 30 seconds in. This better not do ear damage, man. If my hearing gets damaged because of this, I'm going to be pissed. Like, seriously pissed. Oh boy, let's get back into this.
モテる鳩っていうなら小宇宙気が詰まっているよきっと愛の不要愛しなくなったりワクワクしたりビーチカラスもさんの日々歌にしちゃおうぶちまけあっちゃおう授業中も無意識に研究する右筋部屋で起きる人気大事雰囲気ゾンビズム付き合っちゃってマジユにエンジョイ楽しいのもったかごめん言いづれないいくらいいだってよこのなんですオンライン砂を飛ばしてるだけでよどこまにあらゆるこのリズムを試していきたいずっとずっと愛は生命に接して明日をブレイクヒューマニティベースで続きで先生取り上げろ浴びたいな忘れたない紹介さ本当に実は間違いなりさせちゃうたとえプラスでもってぶつかる出会い強くなった肉と
I gotta stop. I gotta let my ears take a rest. That hurts. Like, it actually physically hurts. Oh my god. I'll bet you if we played this at half speed, I'll bet you it would sound 10 times better. I don't know if this player can do that. Can I play this at half speed? No, I can't. Son of a gun. Oh my god. This. Ugh. It's bad. I'm sorry. I really hate to say any song is bad, but the guys, I mean,
It's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard.
how can you listen to this and not say it's bad? I'm being dead serious here. The engineering is so poorly done. The delivery is so digitized. It's so digital. It's even the voicings, like the vocals even sound digital. Like they've been heavily processed. There's nothing organic about this. Nothing organic sounding anyway, because it's been so heavily processed. This is... how much longer do we have? Oh my god, we've been there 2.5 minutes.
Oh no!
Alright. I think my ears have stopped ringing. Let's try again.
二人してファン何これって今言っちゃおう僕じゃおうねいっぱい楽しんじゃおう試験前もずっとだ行きだけないでほしい約束してないのについ集まるほどどこだけメンバーゼロとバージョン測定聞こえるよねよ当然笑顔だし笑顔だね春も夏も秋もステップオーナーつなぎここいるだけでよどこまにあの子が見このナビうるこめてほしいんだどこどうかねあは生命に順調心もミュウミュウ隠れてるの記録に収集ワードに答えまだまだいける発電所実際頭たちも言うけど好きなことばっかしちゃダメになるって言うけどそうかなどうかなね好きなことに夢中になってる瞬間ってさ生きてるって感じて幸せだしたからいいやつがダメなるわけないさあやっぱし止まれない止まらない昼に夜に3時過ぎそうなスナップをしてるだけでよどこまにあのメロディーのリリー探していきたいなもっともっとみんな一緒にねちゃんちゃん世界の状況輝くパワー思いのシャウシャウとちゃんちゃん世界のちゃんちゃん輝くパワー思いのシャウシャウ伝えろ
Ah, God. I let it go as long as I could, but my ears are ringing. And it's not because of the loudness. It's not the volume. It's the pitch. It's the tinniness. It's It's the squeakiness of it. Oh, good Lord. Almost done. 47 more seconds. I cannot wait. I wonder if I should just end it here. Oh my God. No, I can do it. 47 seconds. It's only 47 seconds. 47 seconds of torture, but it's only 47 seconds. All right, deep breath. All right, here we go. I can't even tell if those instruments are even real. I mean, it's so processed. Oh my God. Anyway, at least it's over. I don't know if I can find anything good about this. Let me get my thoughts good. I'll try to find something good about this. I'll try, but guys, don't get your hopes up. I do not see a positive outcome here. I really don't. Let me get my thoughts. I can't even speak. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Ho-Kago Tea Time with Go Go Maniac. This was a request from SCL. You know, I've always said on the channel that I will react to whatever you guys want to see me react to. And I know that there are people who, want to see me react to songs because they genuinely want to know what I think about it. There are people who request things just to see if I like it as much as they do. There are people who request things for me to listen to because they want to see if I felt the exact same way about it as they did the first time they heard it. And then I also know, for a fact, that there are people who request things just to watch me squirm. And listen, here's the thing. They're all valid. They're all perfectly valid. Here's the deal. As long as the requester gets what they want to get out of it, then I did my job. Then I'm glad I'm glad I could entertain. I'm glad I could provide the entertainment that the requester was looking for. And I have a feeling
In the cockles of your heart.
SCL requested this specifically just to watch me squirm. Okay?
He's a sadist!
Mission accomplished. I was squirming. I'll be honest with you, that this made me squirm. And it was painful. And I mean that metaphorically and literally. Like, this song was literally causing me physical pain. My ears are still ringing a little bit. There were a number of points through the song where it got so high-pitched and tinny and thin and squeaky and oh man. And the thing is, it would have an accent, and every time it would accent, it just pounded my eardrums. That was, and before people go, why didn't you just turn on the volume? My volume is set at the exact same volume it's been for every single video that I filmed today. It's not the volume, it's the pitch, it's the tone. It had nothing to do with the volume. It was the song itself. This was not fun. This was not good. And I was really trying to look at this objectively, and guys, I'm going to be honest with you, there's very, very few redeeming qualities I can find in this. So as a result, looking at this objectively, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm sorry, but I'm going to give that a 2.2. Yep, 2.2. Folks, I don't take any pleasure or any joy in giving low scores, but when they deserve it, like when a song does a really bad job, it deserves a low score, I'm going to give it to it, and I'm going to do it without hesitation. So yeah, at 2.2, that's exactly what I think this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 2.2. What does that mean? Well, a 2.2 would equate out to a really bad scale rating, because overall, I think this is a really bad song. It would also get 1 out of 5 stars and a D- letter grade. By definition, it is passing, but barely. So there you go, a 2.2, really bad scale rating, 1 out of 5 stars, and a D-. That's D as in dog. Now, how did I come up with this score? Boy, so glad you asked. Listen, the only redeeming factor I found in this was the notational selection and the chordal progression. But here's the thing. The tone is so overly processed. I'm not 100% sure those are real instruments. I mean, they very well could be. I wouldn't be shocked if those were real instruments, but they've been so heavily processed, so heavily overly compressed and expanded and EQ'd, it doesn't, the bass doesn't sound like a real bass. The guitars don't sound like real guitars. The keyboards don't sound like real keyboards. Everything sounds digital. And that really comes down to engineering more than anything else. But unfortunately, that's a big part of the overall presentation. On top of that, the vocals are just so overly processed, so overly digital. The whole song sounds like it's been sped up. And on top of that, so I feel like the whole song's going at double speed. And on top of that, the vocals have been doubled on top of that. So it just sounds, I hate to say it, it reminds me of the Chipmunks back in the 70s Chipmunks. How they would do that. They would, record, vocals at, half speed, but, the recording would be going at normal, but they would record the vocals at half speed, and then they would, get the vocals up to speed, and it would, no, I'm sorry, it was the other way around. They would record at half speed, normal vocals, and then they would bring it up to speed, and as a result, vocals would be doubled. And it just sounds chipmunkish. That's the best way to describe it. There was some interesting movement within the notational notes and within the chordal progression, but at the same time, it sounds fake. It absolutely sounds fake as hell. And between that and the engineering, this was painful. Like, listening to this with headphones on, I would not recommend it. I would not recommend listening to this with headphones on, because you could very easily, like if you crank the volume on this, you could damage your hearing very easily. So I don't recommend listening to this with headphones on. And if you do, keep the volume down. This is dangerous. Like, it really is. And this was not fun to listen to. There's really nothing about the song that I would say is impressive in any way, shape, or form. And I hesitate to even use the word enjoyable, because I didn't enjoy it. I really didn't. Taking all these factors into account, this is how I came up with the really bad scale rating. There's really nothing redeeming about this. I'm trying to ask myself, can I even say that this was catchy? No, it wasn't. The vocals were all over the place, notationally. It didn't really sing in key, not that I could tell. I mean, a lot of times the vocals were sharp and flat. They were just all over. No. Absolutely not. Will I ever listen to this again? No. I would recommend sending this song to Guantanamo, and putting it over the loudspeakers. Maybe we can get some of those guys in there to talk. Blast this for 2 or 3 days straight, and I'll bet you they'll cave. They probably will. No, this was bad. This was really bad, and that's why I'm giving it the really bad scale rating of 2.2. Like I said, I don't take any pleasure in giving low scores, but when it deserves it, you better believe I'm going to give it. So let's wrap this up in the shiniest, prettiest bow we can possibly find and send it on its way down the river. We got 2.2, which is a really bad scale rating, 1 out of 5 stars, and a D- letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.